Hello, everyone, and welcome to Hello Word, your daily dose of English vocabulary. I'm Alex, and I'm thrilled to have you join me today. Our word of the day is dinner. What is dinner? Well, quite simply, dinner is the main evening meal. It's the time of day when we usually sit down and enjoy a substantial meal, often with family or friends. We can say, I'm making dinner at 6 p.m. tonight. So, think of dinner as the last big meal you have during the day. Now, let's explore some synonyms for dinner. Synonyms are words that have similar meanings. One synonym for dinner is supper. For example, we're having soup for supper. Another synonym, though a bit less common these days, is evening meal. You might hear someone say, the evening meal will be served at 7 p.m. Another way to express is simply saying meal. For example, what kind of meal are we going to have? And sometimes, depending on the context, you could even use the word feast. For example, the Thanksgiving dinner was a real feast. Now, let's move on to antonyms. Antonyms are words that have opposite meanings. While there isn't a direct opposite to the act of eating dinner, we can consider the earlier meals of the day. One antonym could be breakfast. Breakfast is the first meal of the day, usually eaten in the morning. For example, I had cereal for breakfast. Another antonym could be lunch. Lunch is typically eaten in the middle of the day. For example, I'm going to have a sandwich for lunch. Another antonym could be brunch, which is a meal combining breakfast and lunch, typically eaten in late morning. For example, we're going out for brunch on Sunday. Now, let's talk about how dinner is used in everyday life. Dinner is a very common word, and you'll hear it used in countless situations. For example, you might ask, what are we having for dinner tonight? Or you might say, I'm really looking forward to dinner. You might also hear someone say, let's go out for dinner. Here are some more usage examples of dinner in sentences and phrases. The aroma of dinner filled the house. She set the table for dinner. He invited her to dinner. I'm cooking dinner for my family. We always have dinner together on Sundays. Let's have a romantic dinner. What time is dinner? Is dinner ready yet? I'm starving. When is dinner? The restaurant is famous for its dinner menu. The dinner party was a great success. After dinner, we watched a movie. She is preparing a special dinner for her friends. My parents are coming for dinner next week. He burnt the dinner. I need to do the dishes after dinner. I had a business dinner last night. Did you have a nice dinner? I am going to make dinner tonight, so don't worry. The dinner tasted amazing. Don't eat too much before dinner. Let's order some takeaway for dinner. I'm going to treat myself to a fancy dinner. She wore a beautiful dress to the dinner. He made a reservation for dinner at the new restaurant. After a long day at work, I enjoy a relaxing dinner. They had a candlelight dinner. The cat is waiting for scraps after dinner. I always help my mom with dinner. Let's have a quick dinner before we go out. We're having a big family dinner for Christmas. She always adds a special ingredient to her dinner. The chef prepared a delicious dinner for the guests. What is on the dinner menu tonight? The dinner conversation was very interesting. After dinner, we played some board games. He always has a glass of wine with his dinner. She is on a diet, so she is having a light dinner. The dinner was interrupted by a phone call. Let's clean up after dinner. I am looking forward to the dinner. This is the best dinner I have ever had. He spilled his drink all over the dinner table. The dinner was catered by a local company. Let's make some plans over dinner. She baked a cake for dessert after dinner. The dinner theater was a fun experience. We had a potluck dinner. Everyone brought a dish. The host made sure everyone enjoyed the dinner. In summary, dinner is the main evening meal. We learned some synonyms like supper and evening meal, and antonyms like breakfast and lunch. We also saw how dinner is used in many everyday situations. Thank you for joining me on Hello Word today. I hope you found this episode helpful. If you enjoyed this podcast, please subscribe and leave a review. Your support helps others find our show. Now, I have a little challenge for you. Can you create your own sentence using the word dinner? Share it as a comment below the video. I can't wait to see what you come up with. Until next time, happy learning!